To create a histogram for your restaurant project, we're going to have to work around Google Sheets a little bit. So their histogram option is not great. The problem with their histogram is that it it really, well, I'll show you. So this is what we want to end up with. Now, granted, really, when I click on this, we really want to see the separated bars like that. So we're going to have to work with that, okay? How do we get this? First thing you need to do is you need to type in your information. So if my question was how much are you willing to spend on dinner and people responded within these ranges, I want to put that information to a histogram. So the cost I've already put into different intervals. Notice my intervals all are the same size, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. And then I already typed in my frequency of how many people answered with each one. Just like for the bar graph, you are going to click in the upper left box with that title and drag, let go of the click once you have all of your information highlighted in blue. Let's hit Insert Chart just like we did for the bar graph. Now down here in the bottom, again, go to chart types. Recommendations is only going to show you a couple. Down in the bottom here to chart type, when I hover over this, this says histogram. Yeah, see, it says histogram chart. But when you look at the y-axis, I'm sorry, the x-axis, this isn't what we want to see for our histogram. So we don't want to see 2 through 12. I really don't understand how it's creating that. Instead, I'm going to go up to this area, okay? And you can do either one of these. If you notice, it doesn't change, but this is more what we want. So highlight one of those. We see how we want that across the bottom. We do want to see the individual bars. I don't know how to get that to fully work, but I can work with this. So you can click Customize. You can go into title and you can change the title to how much are you willing to spend on an entree? Maybe that was your question. You can play with the size. You can change the color. We don't really need this legend, so I'm going to go ahead and click None. You can change the font in the background, whatever you want. I'm going to leave this. I already have my horizontal axis for costs. I'm going to put in parentheses money. We really should have that. It's in dollars. And for vertical axis, I need to put in frequency. And now I've got those words, right, showing up there. If you want to change the color, you could, you can make this filled in a little bit more. If I change it to 70%, it's going to be a little darker. So this looks good. I'm really ready to insert it. So if I hit insert, now the only thing with this is that I do want to see the individual bars. You're going to have to cheat a little bit, okay? So if you make sure if you're on the eye, you're just on the viewing mode. If you click on the pencil, you'll be on the edit mode. If you kind of double click until you get the bars to show up, then you can go to this drop down arrow. So I'm going to click once so I get those white bars. See, that's what I want to see. And then if I click drop down arrow and click on the copy chart, now I can take it to my restaurant template, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit Control V or Command V and paste that right in. And look, there it is. I can see the white bars, the separating region, which is perfect. So that will be my histogram. I can size it down to fit up on that other page if I want, and delete this so it moves up there. So there we go. That's how you create a histogram. Again, to get those white lines to show up, make sure you're on the pencil and you just kind of have to play around, double click, click it once. Once you get it, click the drop down arrow. I hope this helps.